The medicinal cannabis industry is thriving. Demand for medicinal cannabis is being driven by its medical applications and growing number of countries that have legalized its use. The value of the medicinal cannabis industry in Canada is over $2 billion, and the global market is expected to be worth $27 billion by 2027. The increasing demand, combined with a lack of supply of medicinal cannabis, is resulting in patients paying considerable amounts for medicines. The other problem for patients is that existing cannabis medicines are presented as a dry flower or in an oil. The raw form of these medicines require patients to measure out each dose, and the medicine itself may contain varying amounts of cannabinoids.
TetraMed is an aspiring biopharmaceutical company. Our goal is to help reduce the costs of cannabinoid medicines by providing the pharmaceutical industry with low-cost, high-quality medicinal cannabis. We are also intending to develop our own cannabinoid medicine, presented in a traditional format, a tablet and dissolvable tablet.
The biggest problem that we have in cannabis is that it's still so new. I mean, it's only 2016, the new rules came into play here in Australia. If you drill down into sort of the more sophisticated cannabis businesses that we're supporting, probably the problems we're seeing the most is access to raw material. Not necessarily raw flower, but certainly intermediate material. So high quality resin, precursor, ideally sort of an active pharmaceutical ingredient, sort of API product. There isn't any of that really available from an Australian producer. There's definitely a race to get to high quality, decent priced raw material. Ultimately, the thing we keep hearing is that the medicine isn't cost effective enough, which means there's either not enough of it or there's not enough of it that's been produced at the quality and a price that can actually deliver the medicine cost effectively. Africa's definitely exciting because it presents a great low cost, safe place to do it.
TetraMed's medicinal cannabis will be grown and processed in Lesotho, where we have secured licenses and land to build and operate a production facility. Lesotho provides us with the essential components required for the commercial production of medicinal cannabis that can be exported and sold to international markets. Unlike Australia, Lesotho allows all activities of medicinal cannabis production to be conducted under a single license.
Lesotho is an absolutely fantastic country. It's very safe. It's got a very, very high literacy rate. The altitude combined with 300 days of sunlight per year make Lesotho a fantastic place to grow. Comparing Lesotho to Canada, we have access to a very affordable but very skilled labor pool. We also have access to very high quality, very cheap water. We're standing right now on an underground aquifer, so we have a lot of water which we need, and very consistent high quality electricity. TetraMed has a license to produce 60,000 square meters of cultivation area with 400,000 square meters of processing and ancillary facility. So on this site where I'm standing now, this is where we are going to have our first of our series of modular greenhouses. The first one will start on that side of the farm, and it's going to go all the way across to that side. So it's a very large one. Our second phase will involve the construction of 2 more greenhouses, once again modular systems. That will give us an additional 8 tons per year. Our goal, once we finish phases 1 and 2, is to produce upwards of 12 tons of dried product per year.
Yeah, so from a quantity point of view, almost all of the medicines except for probably one are being imported, and that's because there isn't any real supply of either raw material or medicine in Australia. I'm of the view that it will actually be the Australians that will probably set the agenda from a medical perspective, because the way we've built the industry and the regulatory framework is driving innovation around final dose form, high quality products that look like medicines that can be prescribed by a doctor, and it's creating the right culture and ecosystem for research. So we've got people willing to do actual research around this medicine, which is going to be actually the thing that makes a difference from a medical perspective.
By developing a cannabinoid tablet, we will remove the need for patients to measure out doses, as a known amount of cannabinoids will be manufactured in each tablet. The tablet will be manufactured using our medicinal cannabis produced in Lesotho, and we intend to provide the medicine to pharmaceutical companies who will distribute it to patients where medicinal cannabis is legalized.
TetraMed is raising capital from this public offering to fund the development of our medical technology. Additional capital raised will be used to accelerate the construction of our production facility in Lesotho.